Today, President Donald Trump is expected to meet with his national security team. And this comes after the U.S. military launched strikes on 3 Iranian nuclear sites over the weekend. Now, the U.S. is pushing for peace and a return to negotiations with Iran, even as the president and his top advisors voice differing viewpoints on whether there should be a regime change. CBS News' Bradley Blackburn has more.
This morning, mixed messages on Iran. On social media Sunday, President Donald Trump wrote, "It's not politically correct to use the term regime change, but if the current Iranian regime is unable to make Iran great again, why wouldn't there be a regime change?" He posted hours after his Secretary of State, Marco Rubio, said this on CBS News Face the Nation.
What we are focused on is not the changing of the regime. Okay, that's up to the Iranian people.
Saturday's strikes on 3 Iranian nuclear sites were codenamed Operation Midnight Hammer. A White House official tells CBS News President Trump gave the final go-ahead from Marine One that same day during a call with Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth.
All of our precision munitions struck where we wanted them to strike and had the desired effect.
Satellite images show the aftermath of the strikes on Fordow, Natanz, and Isfahan. The president claimed on social media that monumental damage was done, with the largest damage far below ground level. Anti-war protests popped up around the U.S. Sunday as the White House now calls for diplomacy with Iran over its nuclear program. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News.
Here at home, Washington's 2 Republican congressmen are backing the president. On social media, Congressman Michael Baumgartner wrote, "Letting Iran acquire a nuclear weapon would be suicidal." Meanwhile, Senator Patty Murray called the strike unconstitutional and said it is critical that Congress ask important questions before approval. Congress needs to understand what intelligence the administration is acting upon. End quote. And as the conflict continues, Iranian Americans in Western Washington are speaking out. Computer scientist Ali Musavi says he has no choice but to protest as his home country of Iran is under Israeli bombardment. He marched alongside dozens of fellow Iranian Americans last week in opposition to the U.S. government's potential involvement in the conflict. Musavi says he has already lost friends and family members.
I would say the majority of Iranian people want is a change that is brought by themselves. They don't want any external force, any external country to come and make a change inside their country.
While in Bellevue over the weekend, a small group gathered to show their support for the U.S. attack on Iran.
I want to thank to President Trump because he did a great job.
I'm really happy to be with my Iranian friends and really advocate for their freedom.
Some people share they have been calling for a regime change in Iran.